Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Councilmember Starling.
Mayor, would you repeat what my colleague said? I couldn't hear as far.
Same as Councilmember Kubash, that, yes, I've read in the media that Lyft is not going to operate, but they have been operating outside of our ordinance for some time. We will continue to enforce the ordinance as council has written it. Yesterday, it kicked into full force, and we intend to prosecute anybody that we find operating illegally.
And that would be the drivers or the business?
The drivers.
And so,
And the car, and still we will impound cars and so forth.
So would it be fair to ask the media that if Lyft is leaving, that those drivers understand that?
One assumes that if they are pulling out of a market that they stop the app being applied in that market. And so anybody, our expectation would be that anybody who would be operating a vehicle for hire outside of, without the Lyft app would clearly be in violation of our ordinance.
But there's folks that have been out of compliance.
But they've been operating under the Lyft app.
Right, but up until this point, so I'm concerned about those drivers. They're local people that came with good intentions and understanding that they were going to have a job.
Yes, ma'am, but they wouldn't have any way to connect to the rides if Lyft, in fact, closes out their app. So that's what we're trying to do.
No, I get that part, but I'm just saying going forward, Lyft leaves the city and our drivers are left with the bill. So I'm just a little concerned about that. Thank you.
Yes, ma'am. Councilmember Lassiter.
I'm sorry, Mayor, I should have asked this question a moment ago. Is there any realm or ability for the city to move forward in the prosecution of those tickets, not just against the drivers themselves, but against the corporate entity itself, at least as a financial civil lawsuit, in as much as they have been violating the law in the city of Houston?
That's a different question. I think the answer is yes, but I'm also that.
I mean, that's two questions.
But the city has also gone after the company. Some of the citations have been issued to the company as well for the previous violations.
Let me just make up a number. Let's assume there's 400 citations to persons associated driving with Lyft as opposed to Uber or any other. Of those 400, will the city intend to seek the full amount of monies for the 400 from the corporate entity if in fact we cannot recover from the drivers themselves?
It is, I believe, in the policy of the corporate entity to cover the tickets of their drivers if they pull out of the market. I don't know where that will leave those drivers. We would intend to go first to the corporate entity and then we would go after the drivers.
Thank you, ma'am.
The item has been tagged.